And Thomas, is there any examples of, with that mindset that you've now kind of embraced over the years, of what you've done in your own consulting business at TMH? Any examples of, yeah, how you've tried to implement that and things that have worked or things that maybe haven't worked? Any lessons you can share?
I mean, at the end of the day, it comes to the day-to-day business, no? To the day-to-day, how you engage with clients and how you set standards. First of all, I think it's really important to set standards really high with your own team, that they really know, okay, what are our standards about delivering value to a client, and these standards we can compare it to quality, but at the end of the day, it's you have to deliver value. And when we talk about consultants, I mean, of course, you have to you have to give and transform the business, and you have to deliver financial results. And this is why, I mean, all our consultants kind of are trained on this profitable growth model, or this profitable growth concept we developed to help clients not only to boost sales, but at the same time being profitable. Because the greatest challenge of all companies, or of the CEOs out there, and even more now in crisis, is how do I get in this profitable growth zone? So there, obviously, we have in our consultancy, first of all, we have internal trainings on, okay, what does profitable growth mean? How can we achieve it? How does different industries have different margins or profit margins, and how we should set this standard and find and define strategies to help the clients to get into this profitable growth. And so this is important. First of all, I mean, your team has to understand these standards, and later on engage with the clients and deliver these standards, or reaching or surpassing the standards together with the clients.
Right. And I think it's a really good point. I mean, so often the leader or the founder of a company might have these standards or have an idea of what they want to create or the value that they want to communicate and put out there, but it's not actually being communicated to other members of their team. And so there isn't an alignment, right? Not everyone is moving towards the same goal, or they don't know what to actually expect of others or of themselves. So I think you're making a really good point there. One area that I know, Thomas, you spend a lot of time thinking about is around like business model design. And I'm wondering, at your company, is there anything that you've done to kind of architect the model for your consulting firm? Anything you think is a little bit different, or anything that you just feel has worked really well to create the kind of model that supports, the business you want to have, the level of profitability, lifestyle, just anything else that kind of stands out to you regarding your business model?
I mean, I guess at the end of the time, I mean, there are a lot of consultants out there, really good consultants, and focused on the analysis part. And when we are talking about the analysis part, there's one big thing about data. I mean, you have to analyze all the client data. But the second thing, and I guess even more important, is the client himself or herself, or it's about people. Because at the end of the day, I mean, you have to change the mindset, and you have to move people to achieve certain results. So this is where we focus on the analysis part, obviously on the data, but also on client interviews, on really profound client interviews, and engaging with the clients. And maybe not only, and what is my approach a little bit, not only knowing and asking about the company goals and the professional goals, also asking about, hey, what are your personal goals? Yeah. Especially when we engage with the company owners and the business owners, depends on the company size, but normally we are working with also mid-sized companies, and so we are engaging with the company owners to ask them, okay, where do you want your company to be in 3 or 5 years? But on a professional level, but on a personal level, what's your role? What do you want? Where do you want to be in the next 3 to 5 years? So when you understand the company owner, him or her, much better, and then again, you have to engage with the executive team, with the different directors of each area. Also, I mean, you kind of are in need of this personal relationship with your client, and with the people who are at the
What
end
about
of
the
the day
structure though? The actual structure of like how you've kind of structured your consulting business. I mean, just kind of walk us through or take us through what that looks like. So you have yourself, you have other team members. What is it? I mean, are you charging clients on an hourly basis, and there's a margin between what you pay your team members and what you collect, or just kind of give us a bit more detail if you can around what the actual structure of your firm looks like.
First of all, I mean, we have the operation side where we have the consultants, where we do all the analysis and then the strategy design, and then the strategy implementation. We are really focusing on a practical implementation. So this phase is really important. So there we have specialized consultants and also analysts, who are helping us and delivering.
How many people on that side, on the kind of analysis side and so forth?
Yeah, that's a good question. We are a small team and the niche team. We have 6 consultants on the strategy, operations and the implementation.
Yeah.
Then we have 2 people on the marketing side. So all the events, webinars, podcasts we are attending, and also social media. We have 2 people in charge of kind of marketing, right. And then we have obviously 2 persons in the on the administration side to about accounting and this stuff. But what I have learned, and I have worked for bigger consulting firms. I really try not to go there with a big consultant team to a client, and try to work with the client and kind of making accountable and responsible the project leader of our client to be the head of the team, and also that a lot of I guess tasks have to be implemented from the team, because sometimes in the consulting world you can find a lot of theory, you can find a lot of high-level recommendations, and then it lacks on implementation, and this is where we and my model is more to work with the company owner and to work with his team to set up strategies on obviously on our advice, right. And helping them on analysis, so we can have a joint plan and also then implement with them directly.
Let's talk a little bit more about your